Hi everyone, welcome to Freezerburns. As always, I'm your host Greg, the frozen food master, and you're joining me as I eat my way through the freezer aisle one box at a time. Today is day 3 of macaroni and cheese week, the mac cheese Frodown. On Monday, we did the Boston Market macaroni and cheese. On Tuesday, yesterday, we did the, what was it? The Weight Watchers Smart Ones macaroni and cheese, and today I'm reviewing this. It is the Lean Cuisine, made by Stouffer's, macaroni and cheese, $2.44 a box. I'm ready to get this out of the box, see how it looks. I'm going to see how it cooks in the microwave. I'm going to explain to you how it tastes, and oh yeah, I always forget the smell. I'm going to explain to you how it smells first. I'm going to put that on the fork. I'm going to get this into my belly. Freezerburns starts right now. Here we go. Too cold. Too cold. If you spend some time on Freezerburns, then you might stave off the stomach churns. Greg's the frozen food master. He's best bud to your taste buds. Once again, this is the Lean Cuisine macaroni and cheese, $2.44 a box. Let's first take a look at this box. Typical Lean Cuisine template here. We got the orange color on here. This is tender macaroni in a creamy cheddar cheese sauce. Yummy. 7 grams of fat, 290 calories, 0 grams of fat, no preservatives, blah, 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 blah. It's one of the one dish favorites. Macaroni and cheese. This looks nice and clean here on the plate. Again, macaroni and cheese, right now it's really coming down to taste, guys. Consistency and taste. Because packaging, whatever, you know, let's see how it looks, let's see how it smells, let's see how it cooks. Okay, nutritional facts. 290 calories, 60 calories from fat, 7 grams total fat, 4 grams saturated fat, polyunsaturated fat, 1 gram, monounsaturated fat, 1.5 grams. 20 milligrams cholesterol, 630 milligrams of sodium, 560 milligrams of potassium, 41 grams total carbs, 1 gram dietary fiber, 7 grams sugar, 15 grams protein. How are we going to cook this baby? We're going to remove the tray from the box, cut the film, blah, blah, blah. Cook on high for 3 minutes, stir, right? Recover. Continue cooking for 1 minute and 30 seconds. Let stand 1 to 2 minutes, carefully remove and enjoy. See how this looks. Very similar in look and size to the Smart Ones macaroni and cheese that we reviewed yesterday. Again, a gelatinous, like frozen mass. You know what this reminds me of is that scene in Aliens when like Ripley and Newt, they were like walking through and you see like this texture, it's kind of dark, and you see this texture and then all of a sudden like a head comes out, help me, right? It's like all just like craziness all glued together. Does that sound right? Anyways, richer orange color than what we reviewed yesterday, and that's it. It's mac cheese. I'm gonna get this in the microwave 3 minutes, pull back the film, cover, stir, cover, another 1.5 minutes, and then when we come back, I'm going to tell you how it smells. I'm going to get this deep into my belly. Welcome back. So I've taken this out of the microwave. I cooked it for 3 minutes, pulled back the film, stirred, put the film back on, cooked for another 1.5 minutes, and I have taken this out of the microwave. And this smells pretty good, guys. Okay, here's how it looks. See it steaming? Man. So one thing I've noticed is this is the 3rd review for mac cheese, and every single one has had identical cooking instructions. This plate is actually a little hotter than others. So, I have put my fork through this. The first thing I've noticed here is the sauce here is super, super creamy. And actually, this actually is the first one that smells like real homemade macaroni and cheese, like melted, rich, cheddar cheese mixed with a little bit of milk. And I'm really digging the way I'm smelling, not the way I'm smelling, what I'm smelling coming off of these macaroni elbows. Now, one thing I will note is that these are thick elbows, pretty wide, pretty thick and you know, around the circle, pretty firm when I stuck my fork in it. Smells really good. Let's see how it tastes. Interesting. Let's try one more. Okay. This particular macaroni and cheese, the texture is really good. The smell of the sauce is really good. However, when I bit into it, the sauce felt very watery. Like, you know, it was diluted. And I don't know if it's because the smell didn't match the taste. It's kind of like you remember the Snuggle commercial where they were looking for the new spokesperson, and there was the porcupine. He was like, "I'm snuggly soft," and you look at him and you're like, "You're not snuggly soft," and you're saying you're snuggly soft. It's kind of like that, I think. This smells like it is going to explode in your mouth. It's like just the right amount of saltiness, richness, creaminess. When I bit into it, it tastes watery. That's the best way to describe it. It was not enough sauce. It looked like it was creamy, just caked on there. It was not enough to retain that consistency and that vibrancy of taste throughout my entire bite, chewing and then swallowing. Not really happy with this, but like yesterday's review, you gotta remember, this is lean cuisine. This is not necessarily the type of meal that someone who is not on a diet is gonna pick up. This is more an alternative for someone who's watching what they're eating, watching their calorie intake, their fat intake, and maybe they got a hankering for some mac cheese. So you gotta keep that in mind. But from taste alone, this is the worst I've tasted so far, guys. And it's because it doesn't push all the way through. I mean, what good is the initial first bite if by the time you want to swallow it, it feels like you're like tasting you're like drinking water. It's like, you know, cheesy water, and that doesn't sound appetizing, right? I'm just really disappointed in the consistency all the way through. So for the lean cuisine macaroni and cheese, I give this a 2-star. And this is by far the worst I've tasted this week. This has been episode 3 of Macaroni and Cheese Week here at Freezerburns. Tomorrow we got another product. We got 2 more for the week, guys. Tomorrow we got another product, and I'm excited to get that in my belly and tell you how it tastes. As always, I'm your host, Greg, the Frozen Food Master. This has been Macaroni and Cheese Frodown Part 3. I'll see you next time.